welcome to Business and Legal Structure. My name is Precious Toju. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about duties, functions, and responsibilities of a CEO. I've seen a lot of people write on social media and on the business cards that they are CEO of this company, they are CEO of XYZ ABC company, without really knowing who a CEO is, the functions, duties, responsibilities of a CEO, and who should even be called a CEO. Now, on this episode, I'm going to be explaining the legal duties, functions, and responsibilities of a Chief Executive Officer. First thing first, you cannot be a CEO of a business name. That is, if your trade or your business is registered just as a business name, or registered as a trade, or a name of trade, a name of style. For example, House of Precious Collections is a business name, registered as a business name. Or House of Precious Collections Enterprises, House of Precious Collections Ventures, or House of Precious Collections without any limited liability or limited liability attached to it. It is simply a business name, and you cannot ascribe or acclaim yourself to be a CEO. You can't take the name or the position of a CEO. You can only title yourself as a CEO if it is a company, whether it is a limited liability company, or limited liability company, or a public liability company. That is when you can say that you are a CEO. And a CEO is actually being voted into power or appointed by the board, that is the board of directors and the shareholders. So somebody has to appoint you as a CEO. You do not appoint yourself as a CEO. You do not give yourself the title that you are a CEO. You are being appointed by the board of directors and shareholders. And board of directors and shareholders are the stakeholders in a limited liability company or a company or a corporation as a whole. Now, a CEO is the highest ranking executive of the company. Now, what are the legal duties, functions, and responsibilities of a Chief Executive Officer? I'm going to merge all together. However, I need to point out at this juncture that the duties, responsibilities, and functions of a CEO depends on the size of the company. Now, the functions of a CEO for a multinational or a multi-million company won't be the same as that of a medium company or a small company, a small business. In as much as they have a general kind of responsibilities, the CEO of a medium or bigger company will have more and higher responsibilities compared to a CEO of a small company. However, irrespective of the size of the company, a CEO or CEOs have a general legal responsibility, functions, and duties, which is what I'm going to talk about. The first thing is that a CEO is he's in charge to make all corporate decisions when it comes to a company. And I don't just mean decisions, I mean major decisions. A CEO has the sole responsibility and the sole duty to take major corporate decisions concerning the company. The CEO oversees the overall operations and the resources of the company, makes sure that the resources of the company is well managed. He may not be involved in the day-to-day activity. He may not be involved in the day-to-day running of the business. He may not be involved in the day-to-day management of the business, but he's involved in the overall. Now, there will be departments and there will be people that will be assigned to the day-to-day running. But as a CEO, as a Chief Executive Officer, the person is entitled to he has the responsibility to take charge and be in control of the overall responsibility of the company. Now, he is the public face. A CEO is the public face between the board of directors and the corporate operations. He's the person that the shareholders sees. He's the person that the board of directors sees. He's the person that the public, the client, sees as the face of the company. Now, a CEO also he's the one that decides on the tone, the vision, and the culture of the business. Now, the CEO can be the one to, set out the mission, the vision, objective, core values of the company, and ensures that every other person, dances to the tone of which he has set for the company. Now, these are the major responsibilities, the major duties and responsibilities of a CEO of a company, it is very important that when you own a business name, you do not ascribe yourself as the CEO of the business. You can ascribe yourself as the proprietor of the business, as the manager of the business, as you can describe yourself as anything, any other thing than a CEO. I see that a lot, so I just need to make that correction. So, having a recap, the duties, functions, and responsibilities of the CEO, he is the one that takes charge of the major corporate operations of the company. He makes major corporate decisions concerning the company. He's the one that decides the mission, the tone, the vision, the culture of the company. He manages the resources of the company. He could even appoint, he could also appoint, directors to side by side with him run the company. And overall, a CEO is being appointed by the board of directors and the shareholder, and he is the highest ranking executive of a company and the public face of the company. I hope this helped. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.